Our mission is to help you learn the English language. We have created easy-to-follow, free educational materials for those seeking knowledge of English.
Good morning. I'm Mickey Huang. I have an appointment with Mr. Wilson.
Is this about the sales assistant position?
That's right. My appointment is for 11 o'clock.
Mr. Wilson is on the line right now. Please have a seat. He'll be right with you.
Thank you.
Can I get you something, coffee, tea?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Do I often have to work overtime?
Yes, you have to work overtime a lot due to the editing job.
Is there any extra pay for that?
No, but we'll provide you with good businesses at the end of the year.
Could I ask the company for the housing?
Yes, but now we are fresh out of staff quarters.
How will you solve the problem?
The company will assign you housing subsidies at 400 yuan a month.
Now let's talk about your interests and hobbies.
Well, I like reading, walking, swimming, hiking and playing basketball.
You have a colorful life.
Yes, these hobbies have indeed enriched my life.
How do you usually spend your time after work?
I prefer to read novels with a cup of tea.
What kind of books interests you most?
Detective books.
You seem to be a man of imagination and logic.
To some extent, I regard books as my good companion.
If so, you can benefit a lot from them.
That's for sure. Come in, please.
Good morning, Mrs. Smith.
Good morning. You are Mr. Sun, aren't you? Take a seat, please.
Yes, thank you.
I've noticed from your resume that you majored in accounting at Peking University. Will you please tell me something about your related courses?
In the first academic year we learned principles of accounting, and in the following years we learned cost accounting, commercial accounting, industrial accounting, and management accounting.
Have you taken accounting for decision-making and control?
No, we haven't taken such a course, but we have taken a more specialized course for decision-making, by the name of forecasting and decision-making.
From your school report card, I can see you did well in every course. But our advertisement says we need an accountant with practical work experience.
I forgot to include my experience as an accountant in my resume. In fact, I took a part-time job as an accountant at the Atlantic Trading Company during my second and third school year. I worked 3 evenings a week there and I did quite well. Here is the recommendation.
You can speak English fluently, but I wonder if you can deal with bookkeeping and accounting in English.
No problem. The professional English course is just English for accounting. Moreover, as you know, the Atlantic Trading Company is a Sino-Australian joint venture. When I served part-time there, I became well acquainted with accounting operated in English.
That sounds fine. Why did you choose to apply to our company?
I have a relative working as a manager in your manufacturing department. Her name is Liling. She told me a lot about your company and I became quite interested. I believe I can have a promising career with the development of this company.
Do you know something about the payment we give to our employees?
No, can you tell me about it?
Of course. As for an entry-level accountant, We pay 1,500 yen a month in the first half year. We have a grading system to evaluate your work. If you have made progress, we will certainly raise your salary. For beginners with a CPA certificate, they can earn at least 2,000 yen a month.
I have passed the 5 courses required by the Chinese CPA Association, but the certificate won't come to hand until next month. How about that?
I hope you can show me your CPA certificate before we reach a decision by the end of July.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith. It is really a pleasure talking with you.
The same for me. We'll keep in touch with you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Hi, Mary. I have decided to look for a job as a salesman.
Good. Have you got the recruitment information on marketing?
Yes. I have found some through different channels.
Really? That's great. Tell me.
Okay. The first piece of job information I got was from the internet, and it is about selling medicines.
What do you think of this job?
I am not familiar with the medicine industry, and I don't think it fits me well.
Then how about the others?
Another is about electronic commerce, and its products are mainly large machinery equipments.
I have heard about electronic commerce, and many people say it has good prospects for development.
I also feel it's nice. I want to give it a try.
Come on. I believe you will succeed.
Thanks. You can also seek job information on the internet.
Good idea. I will think it over.
How's everything, Janice?
I sent my resume to a computer company and am waiting for their call.
Which company?
Pineapple Computer Company. A secretary is needed there, and it is worth a try. Do you get any information or advertisement for employment?
Yep, I got some, in which I am interested. But
what? You always act like this, when you face difficulties.
You get me.
All the fears are nothing. You can make it. There is no other choice for you. Be brave.
Seemingly there is no turning back. I have to face it somehow.
It's all or nothing.
Mr. Phillips, I have a request here from purchasing that needs your approval.
Let me take a look. This is for a 486 computer with modem. Who's it going to?
I believe it's going to Ms. Wilson's office.
Get her on the phone, please. I need to clarify this.
MRC Rabi. I'm pleased to see you.
I've looked over your resume, Ms. Jane. I see you've already have quite a lot of experience in secretary work. Could you tell me something about your talent with that company?
Oh, yes. I worked there for 2 years. Just graduated from college.
And?
It was a good company to work for. I enjoyed my time with them.
You like that work?
Yes, I like it very much. The work was not very demanding, and the people I work with were friendly.
Why do you want to leave the company?
Because it is an age of challenges. I must accept the new challenge in my life.
What kind of job are you interested in?
I want a job in which I can use English. I would also like to be able to have some responsibility in my work.
I really appreciate that. I would expect my secretary to be able to work independently and take over some of my ordinary responsibilities, such as answering routine correspondence, taking phone calls for me, and sometimes assisting me with personal affairs.
Yes, I see. In my previous job, I did typing and filing every day.
Have you had any experience as a guide?
Well, not exactly, but I have shown some of my foreign friends around Beijing.
Once in a while we have visitors from abroad, and I would like to be able to ask my secretary to take them shopping and sightseeing.
I think I would like that.
I am calling to thank you for giving me the interview for the sales manager position yesterday.
You are welcome, Mr. Sun.
I really enjoyed meeting with you.
You certainly made a good impression on me as well.
I am very interested in this position.
We'll be making the decision by the end of this week, and we'll contact you as soon as possible.
Listen, Christine, you cannot afford another day off. You've called in sick 5 times in the last 3 weeks.
I know, Mr. Douglas. But I am really sick.
Well, I want a note from the doctor on this one. And, to be honest, if this continues, we may not be able to employ you here.
I understand, sir. I'll bring a doctor's note in tomorrow. I am sorry, Mr. Douglas. Mr. Sun, would you mind if I ask you some questions, which may sound impolite?
Never mind, please.
Can you tell me how old you are?
I am 25 years old.
Are you married?
No, I am still single.
Can you tell me something about your family?
Okay, there are 4 persons in my family: my parents, my elder sister, and me.
Richard, I need those tax forms from you before 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about those completely. I'll bring them by your office.
Okay, the sooner the better.
You bet. I'll swing by after lunch, okay?
Please send this memo out to all the managerial staff. There will be training for all the department heads next week. Attendance for managerial staff is mandatory, except for the financial department. Financial officers may participate if their schedules allow.
You would like me to send this to all managerial staff? I'm sorry, sir, could you please clarify? Who all is included in managerial staff?
Managerial staff is anyone who is in a position of authority or responsibility, or who has anyone working under them. It includes all supervisors and department heads.
What about the senior account managers? Do they count?
No, they are in a position of leadership and have more experience than normal account managers, but they do not directly supervise others. They are not members of the managerial staff and will not be included in our training.
Hello, Mr. Compton? This is Susan Miller.
Hi, Susan. What can I do for you?
I'd like to take tomorrow off if that's all right with you.
Let me take a look. Just a second. That's no problem, Susan. See you on Wednesday. What is your greatest strength?
I feel my greatest asset is perseverance. That is, the ability to stick to things to get them done.
Why do you say that?
I feel a sense of accomplishment when I finish a job and it turned out just as I'd planned.
Hello, this is Sunshine Trading Company. Can I help you?
Yes. I want to apply for the accountant in your corporation and I think it is not beyond attainment.
Great. Could you tell me something about cash control?
Yes, of course. In accounting, cash means all items that are acceptable for depositing in a bank.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.